What's happening there, guys, and welcome back to our channel. Iggy Azalea has been in the music industry for a long time, and she has chosen to spend some of the money she made during that time on a fancy mansion. In this video, we're taking a look inside Iggy Azalea's former stunning Hidden Hills mansion. Number 6. Renovating Hidden Hills Mansion. Iggy Azalea might not be as famous as some of the other rappers in the music industry, but she has slowly but surely built up her own brand of music. As such, there isn't much that's known about her life other than what she has chosen to reveal. One of the things that people might not know is that before she moved into her Hidden Hills home, she had been renting a house in California. It seemed like she had been saving up for this home since she started working on it as soon as she had the keys in her hand. When she began renovations on her new Hidden Hills home, she actually ended up feuding with her neighbor. This was revealed by Iggy in a tweet in which she had some choice words to say about her neighbor.
What's the best part of living in LA?
I think the fabulous weather.
Well, that's a beautiful view of LA.
Number 5. Price of the mansion. Whenever someone talks about a house in California, one of the first questions that pops in everyone's mind is regarding the price of that house. Well, it's been reported that Iggy Azalea paid around $5.2 million for this house, which, interestingly enough, was about $605,000 over the asking price. It seemed like she had become infatuated with the house and had to get it for herself. Even though this house was built all the way back in 1963, it had already been renovated once before in 2006. But it seems like Iggy wanted to make the house her own, which is why she took to giving it a makeover. Even after all of this, she recently listed this house for around $6 million and ended up selling it for $5.8 million.
One of your music videos, what's the best music video in the world?
The best music video in the world is Bombs Over Baghdad.
Number 4. Spacious Mansion. Now let's dive into the details of this house, because even from the outside, it's unlike anything you could have ever imagined someone like Iggy Azalea to be living in. This is because the mansion was built in a ranch style, and this ended up giving it a lot of space both on the outside and the inside. The house covers an area of around 5,228 square feet, which is a lot of space for someone to have, but if you think about it, her son would have absolutely enjoyed his time living in this giant mansion. Number 3. Interior of the house. Even though the house doesn't look like much on the outside, there's a lot to admire on the inside. The house has some high ceilings which give the entire place an open feel. Speaking of the ceilings, they're not only high above the ground, but also have a stunning design to go along with them. They're beamed and vaulted ceilings which end up combining the original style of this house to the present day modernity. Inside the house, you'll also find 5 bedrooms and 5 bathrooms. It also has several fireplaces, and one of the most spacious rooms in the house has a door that opens directly into the patio. Number 2. Questionable kitchen. While there are a lot of things to admire about the house and its interior, there's one thing that stood out from it. That happened to be the kitchen, and in particular, the color that was used on the kitchen aisle. It had been painted in a green color, which would have been okay if the rest of the surroundings had matched it, but that wasn't the case at all. There's no telling whether Iggy ended up changing the color or leaving it as it is. Other than that, the rest of the kitchen is absolutely fantastic, and it even has a butler's pantry attached to it. Number 1. Details of guest house. By far one of the best things about her home in Hidden Hills was the fact that it had a full guest house that came along with it. This wasn't just any small one-room area either, because it was built like a loft. It had a full kitchen with a fridge and many other appliances. Other than that, it also came with a fully furnished living room, which was surely enjoyed by whoever chose to stay in that guest house. That's not all either, because one of the most crucial things about a guest house is the bedroom that the guest stays in. To get to the bedrooms, the guest would have to climb up a very unique and cute looking staircase, which was probably a design that was made back when it was originally built. All this is enough to make one thing about why Iggy ended up selling this house, right? So these were some of the details about Iggy's former Hidden Hills home. There's no doubt that she has moved into a much better place than this one, and here's hoping that she enjoys her time there. So this about wraps up our video, which we hope you guys had a blast watching. And if you did, then do let us know by leaving a like. And if you haven't done so already, then don't forget to subscribe, hit that notification bell, and share this video with your friends and family.